Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Server Play. This is Scoots42. I am working on getting cooking with Blockheads going. I wanted to do a little mining, and I realized I was out of food. And when I started looking into it, I decided that cooking with Blockheads probably is the way to go. I've already done the first step, which is crafting a book, the Cooking with Blockheads 1, and that's simple to get. We just needed a book. I made one with 3 pieces of paper and some leather here. And then you cook it, basically. I cooked it right in one of our stone furnaces. We also need some terracotta to make the Cooking for Blockheads 2 book, I thought. Oh, no, that was the sink. I made the sink already. Now, that was this. I needed some terracotta, a bucket of water, which you get the bucket back, which was nice, and 3 iron ingots. So that was pretty simple. Looks like we're ready for the cooking table. Sweet. And that is, oh, we need a little bit of stone. Do I have any stone left? I don't know that I do. I may need to go and get some. Let's see. Do I have anything that will work as stone? What works as stone? Just out of curiosity. It says it takes any stone. Sometimes it'll take granite or some of the other stuff. It doesn't really look like it. It looks like it needs to be actual stone. I'm not sure why the cobblestone keeps going in there. Need to look and see if cobblestone somehow got... Oh, it did. That would be why. We'll take care of that real quick. There we go. There must have been some in there when I did a whitelist, smart list, or something. Let's see. That should be more than enough stone. I think it might be fun to use our new igneous extruder, though. Let's get that stone out of there. I think I just did it again. Did we go up here this time? I don't see it whitelisted in there. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I just kind of... I'm not seeing it on there. So maybe I got lucky and it didn't take it. Okay. Well, in any event, let's put the cobblestone in here where it goes. Actually, let's test this real quick and make sure that it's actually going to go here. I think it is. Hopefully it's not coming in here anywhere. No? No, you're going to behave? Okay. Let's use our igneous extruder and get a little bit of stone. I thought we already did this, but I might have used, I think I used a fair amount of it already. So let's turn this to stone, and we'll take that obsidian out of there. How much stone did we need? Just 3 pieces, I think. I'm going to set you to work only with the redstone signal. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of power. I thought it might be fun to get the cooking with blockheads up and running. Let's try this again. Just to make it easier on us to cook food and whatnot. So this guy, I think, will put you here. And this is just going to be a pretty simple cooking with blockheads area. I don't want to do anything super fancy because eventually we'll make a building just for this. But I do think probably a refrigerator. For that we need an iron door and a chest. That should be pretty easy. And let's go ahead and get that door whitelisted. There we go. And what else did we need? A chest, which we may or may not have. We'll have to see. I don't see any. And we use a lot of chests. We do. We craft up quite a few of those. So I think we'll just use the oak. I'm going to have to go do some lumberjacking here before too long as well. There we go. And then a chest and an iron door should give us a refrigerator. We might go ahead and make another one real quick. Just because I think looking at the little mini fridge there is kind of weird. We should have plenty of doors. I don't know what I was thinking. Get out of there. Let's make one more chest. Well, we needed to get the iron door out of here anyway. There we go. Chest and an iron door. Gives us the double fridge. Nice. And let's see what else we can make really quick. How about an oven? Does it have to be black stained glass? Black dye and 8 pieces of glass. Let's see, we should have an ink sac. We have 1 ink sac, really? Wow. Wonder if there's any more hiding somewhere. There's our ink sac. Oh, come on. There we go. There's our stained glass. 5 iron and an oven. Well, let's just make a furnace real quick. I think you guys can wait right up there. And let's go ahead and put these down here, I think. It's where most of our stuff is going. And the blocks, you can go up here. Oh, it's doing that thing again where it doesn't like to smart whitelist for me. I don't know why it does that. So let's get the make sure the obsidian's in there. I think it might be in the other one. I just don't remember. Let's see. Let's get you back up there. Oh, it was already up there. That's all right. Take it back out. No big. And so you can go away. You can go away. And let's get the rest of that paper up there. And I think we can put that up. So let's see. Where were we? What did I forget to grab? The iron. Oh, come on now. I haven't completely decided. Let's see, I think that can go there. As long as all this stuff is touching somehow, it should be fine. There's a couple other nifty gadgets we'll want. We'll want the tool rack, probably. That looks pretty simple. Some wood planks, or wood slabs, excuse me, and some iron nuggets. See if we can make them out of this cherry wood here. There we go. And then we can get 2 of those tool racks. And let's put 1 here. I don't know if it'll work up above there. But for now, anyway, let's get some tools going here. That can go there. And the bakeware goes up there. You'll, of course, need a little bit of coal. You may want to move this stuff around, but we'll hold off on that for a second. And the neat thing about this is, see, now it's going to show me everything that I can make. Let's see. Click to see recipe. It says I can cook the bread, but I know I'm going to need to make some bread. And I don't really want to make it that way. What I was really wanting is some salt. We should be able to make a stack of salt. And what we're going to want is either a spice rack or a cabinet. We could put it in the refrigerator, but I prefer to have a spice rack. And let's see, the spice rack. Where can we put you? Let's see if it'll go right there. I don't know. I haven't really messed around a whole lot with the cooking with Blockheads. So is that the only recipe it's going to show me? Because what I really want is, oh, I guess I need this flour. So let's do that. Let's make a bunch of flour. And then we can go ahead for now and put the flour in the refrigerator. And now, yes, it's going to show me how to make the dough. Missing tools to craft. I need a mixing bowl. Okay. Well, let's get ourselves a mixing bowl. Probably a bunch of clay. Oh. That's interesting. Planks and a stick, huh? The planks and a stick. Excuse me. And a mixing bowl. There we go. Let's see, I think the mixing bowl, let's see if I put it up here. If it registers having the mixing bowl now. And it does. How awesome is that? That's going to help out. So I can put all kinds of stuff up there now. Let's put our mortar and pestle up there. And I know there's a couple other things we're going to want too, just by the way. Let's see. What mod is that from? Is that just from Pam's? So let's take a look at Pam's. And one of these pages will have the tools on there that we can make. There we go. We definitely want a juicer. That's not terribly hard to get. I thought there was some kind of, oh, here it is, the cutting board. We definitely want one of those. Brick, a stick, and a plank. I think I've got one brick in there. So let's get the cutting board. Oh, I forgot to grab a plank. Okay. There is that guy. Now, what probably wouldn't be a bad idea is to see if we can somehow get all the food to automatically deposit over here. And that's something I may work on. Honestly, though, I think I'll probably hold off on that kind of stuff until we can get going just for cooking with Blockheads. This I just wanted to have because, let's see, what's that, 2? Well, that'll be pretty easy. I think we just need a little clay, which we should have. Let's get some of that cooked up. This is just going to be fairly temporary. I mean, it might hang out here for a little while, but honestly, I'm really wanting to have its own building, have like a kitchen or a restaurant type thing. And how about a saucepan? I'm thinking we should probably just go ahead and cook up a little bit more of this. I've got a feeling we're going to be using quite a few bricks in this process. There we go. And let's grab a couple more sticks while we're at it. How about maybe half of them? Let's see how far those will take us. So let's get a skillet and a saucepan. Oh, well, let's put the skillet over here on the stove. Maybe some bricks. Saucepan. There we go. Now we can get the saucepan on here. There we go. And I think the last thing we need is a juicer. Hopefully I've got enough stone. I think we do. I think we need 3 pieces of stone. I've made plenty of juicers, so this isn't terribly difficult at all. Basically what we want is a pressure plate and a stone, and that gives us the juicer. And now we can do something like that. And I was hoping, that's kind of why I grabbed these cherries, but we can grab stuff like the apple juice, the wheat, carrots, all of this stuff really. And let's just move all this stuff over here to the refrigerator for now. That can go in there. Let's go ahead and grab most of this stuff here. It might take us a second, but I think it'll be worth it to get the fridge filled up. No, I don't think torches will help us cook anything. But I'm kind of curious to see what kind of goodies we can make. How about if I just keep half of the steak? How about that? It keeps wanting to go in there. Maybe it wants some steak. But the nice thing about cooking with Blockheads is it is going to show us everything that we can make with what we have available in the food inventory. And I'll be able to show you a little bit better here once we get all this different food in here. All right, so you can see just by adding all of that stuff, you can see how much more we can make. Now let's see, and I believe it sorts by hunger restored, or we can tell it to. Let's do that. So we can make veggie stir fries, and that's going to restore a ton of hunger. Fried rice. Let's do the fried rice. Let's see what that's about. If you click on this stuff once, it'll show you. Chicken pot pie, huh? Well, I think what I'm going to go after is some of this juice. Let's see, cherry juice. There we go. Cherry juice isn't that great, but I've got a lot of it. And for me, it really isn't that bad. Because a lot of times I just want to keep my hunger, and I've got a little bit of steak if things get really bad. Did we put... Oh, no. We'll put that up there. You can look in here and see what we did with that salt. We may have used it all. Let's get a little bit more salt. There we go. And the salt I would like to keep up here. Are you kidding me? Come on, give me my shovel. All right, so that hopefully, see, I wish it would be, my only complaint about this is it doesn't actually tell me if I already have something. It just tells me that I can craft it. So let's see what I need, or if there's anything I can make with salt. Pepperoni, salt. Okay, so it looks like salt is available. So just to show you guys, let's craft some of this pepperoni and get it in the fridge. And, oh, I can totally do that. Awesome. So now we should be able to craft stuff that uses pepperoni. Or let's see what else we can make. Bubbly water. Interesting. That's really interesting. Let's get that in the fridge and see what kind of stuff we can make with that. Sodas? I wonder if we can make a cherry soda. That might be the way to go. Let's see what kind of sodas we can make. Not enough ingredients. That's bubbly water. Well, what else did we need? And how many strawberries do we have? 6. Oh, sugar. That's what we need. Well, we should be able to take care of that. See if we can make some sugar. And let's see if we can get this in there. Sugar, oh my gosh, I did it again. Sugar should go in the spice rack. At least that's where I would keep it. Let's see if we can get ourselves some soda now. Oh, we sure can. Cherry soda. Nice. Well, that's interesting. It does it gives a little bit more. So that's pretty cool. A little tiny bit more. Let's see if there's anything else that might be nice for cooking with blockheads. And I think we've got pretty much the basics. These just kitchen counter. I think that one would be more useful. And let's see if we've got any more clay. Actually, you know what might not be a bad idea is let's go ahead and have the igneous extruder cook us up a bunch of stone. I was thinking I didn't really want to use the power right now, but I'm thinking that using the stone might not be a bad idea, or getting a stack of stone together. Probably not a bad idea. Let's check on the canola while we're at it. See how we're doing over here. Still doing pretty good, I think. Oh yeah, definitely doing way better. Way, way better. You guys are full. You are full. And that is full. So my only question right now would be if I wanted to add another oil generator to that mix. But we're not going to mess with that right now. That's working pretty good. It looks like it's satisfying the power needs, so I'm not going to complain about that one. Now let's see. Let's take a nap. I think we may need to go ahead and get these beds moved. Well, let's go ahead and put them right over here for now. That'll give us a little more room in here to get a couple more things. Let's see what else we're going to want. How about the milk jar? See, for that we'll need a bucket of milk, and we're going to have to find a cow. Why don't we do that real quick? Let's head to the mining dimension. I've seen a lot more cows in there than anywhere else. I should have a staircase leading up. Right. There it is. Did I bring my last? Oh, good. We'll be able to bring a cow back for this. We'll be able to do this much quicker than I've been able to get done in the past. And this is actually going to be fun. Hopefully I'll be able to get this on camera. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the process for getting a cow in a bottle. See if we've got any cows around. Oh, I see one on the mini map over there. A little bit of a run. I tell you, one of the other things we should get on is getting ourselves an automatic chicken cooker. And so I think what we'll do is let's see if we can milk this guy. Yeah. And then we're also going to milk one of you. And one of you guys can just come with us. Yeah. We'll just smack some of these guys around and get a little bit more food too while we're at it. Nice. Oh, there's a few more. I am loving the upgrades that I put on my sword. I put sharpness 2 on it, I think. I put enough nether quartz on there to sharpen it up a couple of times. And, I am one-shotting almost all of the passive mobs, and sometimes I'm also one-shotting the like the skeletons and the zombies. Sometimes, not every time, but sometimes. I think we've got enough of this stuff to get going with the cow in a jar. All of this because I wanted to go mining and didn't really have a whole lot of food. Now, I did put some steak in. That's where all my steak came from. And it didn't take terribly long to cook, but I mean, I think you guys can see, especially with our nice farm out there, that cooking with blockheads is definitely a good way to go for us. So let's see. What else did I need for the counter? Terracotta. So we're going to need a little bit more clay. Let's see. I hope I didn't cook the rest of it. There it is. I think we'll have just enough to get what we need here. So we need 5 pieces of the terracotta. And I've been getting my terracotta this way. And in the meantime, what did we need for the milk jar? Is that just regular glass, or does it any block glass and a plank? Excellent. I think we can handle any block glass and a plank. Milk jar. Yay. And now the fun part. This is pretty fun for me. Let's see, I should be able, I'm going to want an anvil at some point anyway. So let's go ahead and get ourselves an anvil. I'm going to need a couple blocks of iron, though, it looks like. I don't think I grabbed enough to make those 3 blocks. So let's grab a little bit more iron. Here we go. And we need 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. That was worth a shot, right? And there's our iron. Or anvil, excuse me. And we should be able to keep that anvil. That is my hope. I don't believe that it destroys it. Now what we will need, we're going to need to dig a little bit of a hole. I think here will do just fine. Because what we're going to do, let's dig this down one more. Fill this back in. You guys will see why. If you haven't done this before, basically what you want is the milk jar at the bottom. Right, we want the milk jar there, okay? And we're going to want the cow here, and then you need to drop it, and the way to drop the anvil is, let's put this up one higher just to make sure. You just place it like I'm about to. And what I would really have loved is to have glassed this in, but now we have a cow in a jar. How cool is that? So let's get out of here, and hopefully our stuff is done over there. And that's going to be really cool because this is going to add milk. Now we will basically have milk on tap all the time. But hopefully our terracotta is done over here. There it is. And we should be able now, if we go back to the cooking with blockheads, we should be able to get a kitchen counter. First we'll need some stone and a chest. So let's get a chest and then we'll go and grab some of our stone. Keep leaving those torches everywhere. Let's go grab our stone really quick. And let's go ahead and place the anvil out here while we're thinking about it. I think you look good right there, sure. Hopefully we should have enough stone to get done what we need. That's actually pretty quick. Now let's get our stone out of there. And kitchen counter? Yes. So I think you can go right here. And hopefully that can go here. Now we'll have to wait. If you can see up there where it says milk's stored, I do want to see if I can put this milk in here real quick. Oh, we can. Good. So now we should have access to milk and water. Yes. So that gave us 4 buckets of fresh milk. And now we should be able to make even more stuff, since we actually have the milk in there. Apple cider. Oh man, that looks really good. So, I mean, you can see, I mean, we are getting to where we can make all kinds of stuff. I mean, look at this. Carrot cakes. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And I think that's probably going to be good for a while. Cavito did this, so we can dry monster flesh and make all kinds of beef jerkies. Let's see. See what we can get dried out here. Let's see if we can dry some raw pork chops. That way we can have even more variety. There we go. And that's going to cook all that stuff. And later on, I'll be able to show you guys how we can fully automate this. But that I'm definitely going to wait until we can get a building up, which will probably be in the next few episodes. So I think that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope maybe you learned a little bit about cooking with blockheads today. Remember to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave any comments down below. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and take care.